Welcome to Maths Video Tutorials, and welcome to this lesson in which we will be looking at partial fractions. Partial fractions are algebraic fractions that can be split up to look something like this, with two different algebraic fractions. So let's see how we can achieve that by doing an example. Alright, let's get started with this example. So we have this algebraic fraction. We want to split it into its partial fractions, where a, b are constants to be found. Now, in order to find a and b, we need to put the two fractions back together as a single fraction, back to the original one on the left-hand side. So in order to do that, we need to cross-multiply a with this denominator and b multiply it with this denominator. So let's do that. So we're going to write down a to subtract x plus b multiply x plus 2. And that has to be equal to the numerator on the left hand side, which is 8 minus 2x. The denominator is common now in both sides, so we do not need it. Now, how do I find a, b? Well, we calculate a, b by giving values for x. So in case I want to eliminate the b, I will have to make x equal minus 2 or negative 2. Let's do that. And that will give me a bracket 2 minus 2 equal 8 take away 2 times minus 2. Let's do the calculation. This is 4 plus 4 times a, and here it's going to be add 4 because subtracting a negative will turn to a positive. So 2 times 2 is 4, so that's 12. Therefore, a is equal 3. That's the first value sorted. Let's do the second value now. In order to calculate the value of b, we need to eliminate a, and to do that, we need to give x a value of 2. So therefore a will be eliminated, and here we'll have b. Here it's going to be bracket 2 add 2 and equal 8 subtract 2 times 2. Let's do the calculations. That's 4b equal 8 take away 4 is 4. Therefore b is equal 1. And that is the second value. So therefore my algebraic fraction 8 minus 2x over x plus 2 bracket 2 minus x is written in its partial fraction as a over x plus 2, where a is 3, add b, which is 1 over 2 minus x. And that's how you write algebraic fraction into partial fractions. In this example, our algebraic fraction will break down into 3 partial fractions. The reason is because we have 3 linear factors at the denominator, x, the x plus 3, and the x minus 1. So we write it down as a over x plus b over x plus 3 and plus c over x minus 1. You notice that I only use the plus sign regardless what it's in here. It's always plus that you use. So now what we need to do, similar to what we did earlier, we write it down back to its common denominator. So this one, a, we need to multiply it by this and this. So we're going to write it down, x plus 3, x minus 1 plus the b. Now for the b, we write it down, we multiply it with the x and the x minus 1, with the x and x minus 1, and plus the c. Now for the c, we're going to multiply it with the x plus 3 and the x. And this should be equal to minus 6x minus 6. So now you got 3 variables to calculate. So we need to eliminate one at a time. So for us, in order to eliminate the c, for example, I could do either x equals 0 or x equals minus 3. So I'm going to do x equals 0. So they have a times 0 plus 3 times 0 minus 1. It's this one here. Now the b, when you plug in x equals 0, the b and c will be eliminated. On the other side, we're going to be minus 6 only, because minus 6 times 0 will be minus 6. So let's do the calculations. That's 3 times minus 1. Minus 3a equal minus 6. So therefore a is equal to. And that's the first value. sorted. So if I do x equal 1 now, that would allow me to eliminate the b and also the a. So we'll be left with a c to calculate. So let's do that. We'll have a c times, of course, 1. So this value here, and then 1 plus 3. That is equal minus 6 times 1 minus 6. So therefore, we got 4c, because 1 plus 3 is 4, times 1 is 4, that's 4c is equal negative 6, take away 6, that's negative 12. Therefore, c is equal negative 3. And that's the second value. Now, all what I've got left to calculate is the b value. So, in order to eliminate the a and the c, I need to make x equal minus 3 or negative 3. X is equal negative 3. That would eliminate the c and the b at the same time. I would be left with b times negative 3 times negative 3, take away 1, just this bracket. And on the other side is negative 6 times negative 3, subtract 6. Alright, so let's do the calculations. So on this side I'll have 12b. On this side I'll have 18, take away 6, that is 12. Therefore b is equal 1. So we can write our algebraic fraction into its partial fraction as a over x, which is a is 2 over x, plus b is 1 over x plus 3, and minus 3 over x minus 1. And that will be the end of this video tutorial. Thank you for watching and take care.